think personally that those individuals that are walking around program, I
Yeah.
think personally that those individuals that are walking around programmed like that must have been their first trip.
I know some people that it's their first trip, and generally they're not socially adept. Like
Right,
they have a hard time fitting in, and you're like, "What's wrong with them?" And then you're like, "Oh, this is their first trip," you know.
right.
But
And I'm glad you brought up the pendulum part because there's thousands of people even before I used the pendulum. I never used them before, but I knew people who did. And when I came in contact with you, Joe and Rose, Joe was like he had a whole stack of
Joe,
nightmare sheets and all types of stuff, and I'm like, what the fuck is this?
he's
So he,
amazing though. Yeah, yeah,
yeah, so he
yeah.
he was skilled with it, and he pulled that thing out and used his chart, and I was like, oh shit, look at this.
I
So
remember that. Yeah,
yeah,
because as you were telling your story, Joe is testing every point, and he's refining it. And Joe, for those that don't know who Joe is, he's extremely analytical, extremely intelligent. He's got a great heart, but he wanted to test every point. And a lot of times I have him confirm some things that I'm not sure of, and he's
right,
great. Yeah,
yeah. So
but
back to the whole pendulum.
yeah,
We have people that have been using pendulums for years. I'm
yeah.
talking about 30, 40 plus years. And I'm only used it for the last 5 or 6 years. But daddy told me to use it for training purposes. So I've been taking those people with the pendulums and teaching them how to connect with source, use the pendulums to toss around the energies, and then confirm that they were able to do it. So I literally took the pendulum and made it into a charm. These charms serve many purposes, but for the Jedi classes, I recommend have a pendulum or a charm. You can have your own. With these, once I teach you the method, I use that to build your confidence, remove your doubt, and then once you do that, you wait for validation. Then you realize that, oh shit, I did it. Once once you get to that point where you're like, wow, I really did it. That's when you start to like fully become conscious of all this stuff, and then you just want to continue participate because the more and more you do it, you start noticing more things. Your abilities start enhancing. You start getting what you want because you're helping other people. So that's the best thing to use to to validate some of the stuff that I'm doing.
Right.
People come in and it says he's telling the truth.
Yeah.
He's telling the truth.
Yeah. It's great, isn't it?
I
But
love
would
it.
you rather listen to somebody that just says, "Listen to me, blah blah blah, do it my way, blah blah blah," or, in my opinion, I'd rather have a guy that is saying, "Here's what I'm saying. Go test it for yourself and tell me if I'm telling you the truth." And actually, when you started doing that, that's when they took you off of Facebook. I remember you did the most awesome video ever, and you were taken down immediately after that. The
When
way you did it was,
especially when I was transferring, teaching people how to transfer the energy,
yeah,
and
yeah,
everybody was like, whoa, I just felt that. I got hit.
yeah, yeah.
They just love messing me up. They just love they need to show we love different. Stop blocking me.
Well, hopefully that'll be over soon. I'm looking forward to
No,
that.
it's over already. It's all good.
Yeah.
We're
Looking
gonna
forward,
own all those companies. I'm not even worried about them.
loving that. Loving
Yeah.
that. Looking forward to the crystalline chambers, getting our bodies like back to what Daddy planned for us.
Original.
Totally excited about that, and excited to help other people and help them understand and do our projects and be out there when we're called to go elsewhere. Really excited about that.
Right. And when you think about all the stuff that I'm saying and the fact that we don't have to experience death the way we know as death, you start to think differently. You start to process differently. You start to think about all the wonderful things, and then you stop worrying about certain things because you understand that this is now permanent. We're here permanently, and your own mind is blocking you from experiencing joy and
Right.
experiencing all these things because we're the ones right now that will move into higher dimensions without experiencing the death part about it. Period. There are people still dying today and transitioning over, but um, once the energy levels get to a specific frequency, we all will literally just merge into our new physical bodies that are crystalline based without having to die. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's exciting. It's
It
exciting.
is
Like I'm just
very.